It was a magical day for creating memories down at the beach at Lowestoft. The beach was full of people eating fish and chips, ice cream and donuts, making sandcastles and paddling in the sea. But there was an air of excitement as well, as families, groups of friends, and folks out for the day in the sun watched the big screens being erected down at the Royal Green. Everyone was looking forward to the big John Turner concert late in the afternoon. Of course, not everybody could get a ticket for the big show on the very expensive and posh cruise ship, the Happy Herring, which was out in the bay. So they were screening the concert live to everybody gathered down at the beach. Some people were already grabbing the best spot at the front with their picnic blankets and camp chairs. John Turner was a Lowestoft lad who had made it big a few years ago as a singer with his backing band, the Trawler Boys. His biggest hit, Maggie the Lowestoft Lass, had broken records by being number one for 17 weeks, and the locals were all really proud of him. He loved touring around the world, but nothing made him happier than coming back home and entertaining his fans there. He grinned at himself in the mirror of his cabin as he straightened his tie and brushed his hair into a suave cruise ship crooner style. Oh yes, he thought to himself, I am tall and handsome and everybody loves my voice. I get to do the thing that I love best, sing, and I am the luckiest man in the world. But John Turner wasn't just a pretty face and a wonderful voice. He had a secret. He was none other than the East Coast superhero, Shantyman. No one would ever guess that the flying superhero who uses the power of his voice to do good was none other than John Turner. Shantyman was having a day off today though, and John looked at his watch. Only 45 minutes until he went on stage. Meanwhile, the captain of the ship, Captain Gulliver Seagull, was not so happy. Today was the day of the spring tide, and he was nervously watching the black clouds gathering. A storm was forecast, and the last time that this happened at Lowestoft, there was flooding of the streets, shops and cinemas. Beach houses were smashed, the sea wall was destroyed, and the pier had been completely underwater. He went to see Mr. Grit, the concert promoter. He found Mr. Grit up on boat, grumpily taking a swipe at the captain's pet goat. "Horrible beast!" cried Mr. Grit. "It tried to eat my hat! Why do you have a goat out here anyway?" "It's good luck," replied Captain Seagull, "but we're going to need more than good luck with this storm on the way. I think you should cancel the concert. We need to get the Happy Herring out of the bay and warn everyone back on shore at Lowestoft." "Cancel the concert? Pah! Just think of all the money this concert is earning me. Us. Nonsense. The show must go on." And off he strutted, but not before aiming another swipe at the fleeing goat. He made his way to John's cabin and he banged on the door. "Ready to perform, John Turner?" he asked in the oily voice that he thought sounded pleasant. "Well, yes," said John, coming out onto deck. "I'm ready, but look at those clouds. A storm is coming. The boat is already rocking from side to side in huge waves. Are you sure we should go ahead, Mr. Grit? I'm worried about my fans." "Of course we're going ahead," said Mr. Grit, looking shocked at this suggestion. "The show must go on, John. The show must go on." Soon the concert had begun, and John Turner and the Trawler Boys were singing their hearts out. And back on shore, the audience watching on the big screens were having a wonderful time. But soon that storm arrived. John and the Trawler Boys were struggling to sing and stay in the same spot. The ship was pitching and tossing in the waves. The cruise ship audience were trying to stay in their seats, and they were looking nervously at the sea and at the clouds. Soon, big splots of rain started to fall. The sky darkened and the wind whipped around them. The captain ran on stage and grabbed the microphone.
Oh no!
Oh no, run to cover!
Quick, everyone, run for cover. The ship is being pushed with the wind and tide. We're going to crash into the shore. There was immediate panic. People were rushing here, there, and everywhere. Rain was now battering down, and John knew what he had to do. He raced to his cabin, ripped off his suit, and burst off out of the cabin door, straight up into the sky. Shantyman was here to save the day.
Look at Shantyman.
Look, it's Shantyman.
It's Superman up here, not Shantyman. Shantyman, right?
Shantyman!
Yay!
To start off with, no one noticed him because they were too busy running to take cover. Mr. Grit stood in the middle of it all going, "It's fine, it's just a little rain, it'll soon pass." But then Shantyman stopped flying in mid-air. He whipped around and sang in one beautiful note at the side of the ship. The power of his voice was strong, but it was not strong enough. "I need more voice power to stop storm, tide and ship," he cried. Immediately, he flew to the shore where people were either standing, watching in horror or running for cover. Flying high over the screens, he yelled in a massive voice, "People of Lowestoft, hear my words. With your help, the storm will turn. With one note, we will stay afloat, saving Lowestoft and the captain's goat." And he turned and he sang his note at the ship again. Soon, all of the people understood and they started to sing with him.
La.
What you got?
"More!" he cried. "I need more of you to join. From the tiny babies to the oldest of you, from the biggest to the smallest."
Join me now.
Soon everyone was rushing to the shore, singing their loudest. "Yes!" cried Shantyman. "It's working!" The power of their voices soon pushed the boat away from the shore and safely out to sea, and the storm passed and the sun came out. The people started to gather on the deck of the boat again. The captain took the microphone and said, "Well done, Shantyman!" And
Thank you for saying that.
Shantyman landed on the deck of the ship and got up onto the stage, taking the mic from Captain Seagull. "Don't thank me. I couldn't have done it without the people of Lowestoft. The power of music has saved the day. The concert saved. Now, as John Turner isn't back out of his cabin yet, do you think I might be able to sing a song?" Everyone cheered, and Shantyman sang his favourite song before sneaking off and changing back into John Turner's clothes.
Ready! Shantyman, Shantyman came to save the day. Sang a big note, made the storm go away. We all help, 'cause the show must go on. People of Lowestoft all sing this song. Verse 2. Shantyman, Shantyman flies across the beach. George the goat eats everything in reach. Captain Seagull wears his hat all day long. People of Lowestoft all sing this song. And the last one. Shantyman, Shantyman, hero to us all. The concert was saved, we all had a ball. Having lots of fun, you You really can't go wrong. People of Lowestoft all sing this song. People of Lowestoft all sing this song.
You missed it all! Cried Mr. Grit as John emerged from his cabin, straightening his tie. Shantyman saved the day! Shantyman? What a shame! I would have loved to have met him, John smiled. Now, shall we finish this concert?